Hello friends, we are here to discuss Salman Khan verdict. Salman Khan was held guilty by a Jodhpur court in the 20-year-old black buck poaching case. I have senior journalist Chetan Chauhan here with me. We will be discussing the sentence, what it means for Salman Khan's career, and what kind of sentence we can expect, which will be announced by Jodhpur court shortly. So Chetan, first tell us something about the case and what does the sentence, what kind of sentence can we expect?
There are basically two ground that he can be convicted for less than 3 years also. So in case he is convicted for less than 3 years, the same court can grant him bail. This will mean that Salman will move out of the court. He will not have to go to jail immediately. But if in case the punishment is for more than 3 years, then they will have to move sessions court, which will take some time. And in that case, Salman will be taken to Jodhpur jail most likely. So that is now. But I think Salman Khan is very lucky in one way, because under the new Wildlife Protection Act, the minimum punishment is 7 years. And in this, the older law, it was much less. Though I think personally that such a case taking 20 years, a simple poaching case taking 20 years, because a celebrity like Salman Khan was involved, does not send a very good message for wildlife protection in the country, and also the judicial system, that how long it can take for a case to be decided. But finally it has come, and if you see that evidence and how the case progressed, there was a lot of evidence against Salman Khan. The prosecution witnesses in the court spoke against Salman Khan. But in the case of the other co-accused who were booked under the conspiracy sections of 120B of Indian Penal Code, the evidence was very weak, and therefore rightly they have been acquitted also. Saif, Tabu, Neelam, they have been acquitted. But this was a typical case which depicted that the hunting in India used to be till 70s a big game for rich, influential and powerful. And in Rajasthan, in the hinterland, it continued till late 90s also. So this case was not seen as a simple crime case of poaching. It was seen as a case that how a powerful person, an influential person, can take liberty with law and get away with. But in this case, it did not happen. Though it has come very late, it reimposes some sort of faith in the legal system that yes, there is a law in the country, though it may take a long time, but the final some sort of a justice is done.
Does this judgment also has some implication on the other case, the Chinkara case, in which Salman was acquitted, but by the High Court? But I think they have the Rajasthan government has
filed an appeal.
Appeal.
No, I don't think there will be any sort of implication for the other case, because they're totally different cases. The investigation in both the cases were also done differently. And the instances of Chinkara and Black Buck, the incidents also happened in different days. So they are not linked. It's totally independent of the Chinkara case. The Chinkara case, the Rajasthan government though has filed an appeal, but the case was not very strong because some of the witnesses had turned hostile in the court. So, but what people in Rajasthan say, what the legal guys says, that the Black Buck case is the strongest case against Salman Khan because the evidence is very strong. So, though Salman Khan and the lawyers will move higher court appealing against this conviction, but it will be a tough case in the higher courts also, because I think the trial court, the evidence is very strong.
Okay, so in what respect did it differ from the Chinkara case? Because all of these four cases happened around the same time.
It happened around the same time. I think the one major difference was that the witnesses in the Chinkara case turned hostile. Mm-hmm. But in this case, the main witness did not turn hostile. He stuck with his version in the court also. Though he was cross-examined several times by lawyers of Salman Khan, he stuck with his version. And that proved to be one of the crucial evidence in the court for conviction of Salman Khan. Though the order will tell us what really was there in trial, which forced the court or which made the court convict Salman Khan.
What kind of quantum of sentence can we expect?
The possibilities are two. That he can get less than 3 years, which is highly likely, or more than 3 years. But because it's a very old case and the evidence is there, so my assumption is that this will be about 1 year or 2 years maximum. I don't think that it will be a long punishment for him.
And what happens next? So once the sentencing happens, you expect him to get bail immediately?
It depends on the verdict also, the quantum of the punishment. If it is up to 1 year, then the same court can grant him bail. So they will have to move an application in the same court for bail. So it may take some time. I know that by this time the lawyers of Salman Khan would have prepared the application for bail.
Okay.
So he can immediately get bail. That depends on the court. But in case if the punishment is more than 1 year, then these lawyers will have to move to a sessions court for getting the bail, and it may take some time. So in the meantime, Salman will be taken to a local jail. The Chinkara case, both were the poaching cases, as I have said earlier. One of the major differences was the evidence. In that, the forest department, the Rajasthan Forest Department, was not able to prove in the court clearly that that Salman Khan was involved, that he shot the animal. But in this case, there was a witness. So that, I think that was the one crucial difference in the two cases that made the difference.
Okay.
But I want to ask, because this is a big day for Salman fans across the country. There may be a setback, they may be watching TV or may following what is happening in this case. So what do you think? Is it a setback for Salman Khan, and what is the message for his followers?
It is definitely a big setback for Salman Khan, especially because of the stage of career he is in right now. He is the biggest box office draw. There is nobody who can bring fans to theatres like Salman Khan. He has some really big films coming. There is Race 3, which is out this Eid. So the film has been shot. So other than promotions, in case he goes to jail, but I don't know. Like as you said, he will be granted bail, and this probably will be taken.
No, I can't say that he will be granted bail.
So
that
maybe,
is the court to decide. But
Absolutely.
there's a possibility that he can move and he can get bail. Because there's a provision in law which allows bail in such a case.
So there is Race 3, as I said, which is a big film. He's also a co-producer of the film. After that, there is Bharat, which he is doing with Ali Abbas Zafar, the director of Sultan and Tiger Zinda Hai. Again, people are looking forward to these films. And then beyond that, he also does his advertisements, his endorsements. There are two really big TV shows involved, which are under his name. So he's at least, the way things are, purely going by the industry, there are about 1,000 to 1,200 crores riding on him. And then there are the fans who see Salman Khan as bhai. For them, he is that guy they see on screen who can do no wrong, who will be heartbroken today. We have seen this happen earlier also when he was convicted in the hit and run case, and the judgment later was, he was later acquitted. So, the kind of, I'm sure social media and otherwise, there will be a complete, a fan reaction which will take over pretty soon.
But Salman Khan, this is also, though not the best time to speak about Salman Khan's career. But in younger days, there was many stories you would have read that Salman Khan was very arrogant, and many of these crimes or the incidents which happened in his peak of his career, when he was arrogant, maybe very.
In fact, he was called Bollywood's bad boy for the longest time till he turned being huge. Over the years, he has mellowed down as a person. But as I said, the jury is still divided. Who is the real Salman Khan really? So,
but Salman Khan, unlike most of the stars, have been involved in many cases, from Bombay's hit and run case to other cases. So what sort of impact does it have in a person who is a celebrity, and then you are involved in cases and people are haunting you for the incidents?
Strangely, in his career, it has made no difference. So there was this phase before Wanted, which was basically a comeback film of sorts for him. That his career was going south. His films were not working. He was not there. In fact, he has also spoken about it, that I used to do film for my friends. Then he changed his image, and that's all his fans are interested in. So there might be a court case. In fact, if you remember, before Sultan, there was that famous raped, felt like a raped woman on the sets controversy. It did not change anything at all. People still come to watch his films. Salman is beyond, Salman is also a lot like, the patriarchal, man on the street. People actually, especially men of a certain age, they identify with him. So, these controversies, these court cases really make no difference to his career in any way.
So, before I end, but I want to summon up, because this is the case of one of the biggest stars of the Indian cinema versus one of the biggest protectors of wildlife. But today, I think the biggest star has lost.
Yes.
And the biggest protectors of wildlife, the Bishnoi community of Rajasthan, has won. With that, thanks a lot. Please share this video.
Thank you.